writers are writing a season of 13 episodes with all the different arcs and everything that they're trying to do and what the network want and what about everything. It's so difficult to do.
It's a huge balancing act.
It's a huge balancing act. And if you're lucky as an actor if they will take maybe one or two of your ideas. And it's very, very nice and validating when they do, when they fit it in. And I think we've got to a point where we're kind of there a little this season, where they've listened to the actors, listened to where we are as the actors and the characters, and they've listened a bit, and then they've written amazing stuff and elaborated on what we've suggested and that sort of stuff. But it's a huge balancing act.
Yeah. And things always change. I mean, we might have the script and we study and we do our thing, and then we get on set, and sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And sometimes things have to change right on the spot, and writers come in and they're like, oh, you know what, I messed up, I don't like this, blah, 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 and they change something. And so that keeps us incredibly on our toes, and sometimes they might not agree with what we're doing. You know, it's a little bit of give and take, and it's really tough. And you know, being on a set, there's a lot of assholes. And what I mean by that is there are a lot of opinions. Right? So everyone, you know, you guys have heard that opinions are like assholes, everyone's got one. Okay, great. So that's what it's like on set. Everyone has an opinion, and you kind of have to come together and come to some sort of agreement, and that's it, right? Directors, producers, writers, actors, gaffers, grips, like, no.
Yeah, but it's not, you're so right. Sometimes it's not until you put it on its feet and you're working it. And it's amazing to see some scenes that when you work it, and then they go, it doesn't work, and then all of a sudden the scene will take on a completely different direction to how it was written, sometimes just on its feet in the moment, because until you get up there and you're acting with someone, you never really know.
Right.
It's just on the page, and we have countless times on set where we're like, well, you do. Yeah, I mean...
Well, what's also nice about doing a serial show like this is that after 4 years, you become the authority on what you're doing. And so we have rotating directors who come in, guest directors, and they really just, they let the actor, they understand that the actor's been doing this for a long time, and they kind of let them bring what they want. Whereas a lot of times when you're doing a film, the director is very stringent as to what he wants and what he sees as the vision of the show. So, that's kind of one of the blessings of doing like Lost Girl, especially since we're an independent production. We don't really answer to we don't have a lot of network overseers, so we can work one-on-one with the director and the writer, and really come up with ideas on the spot, like these guys are talking about, and just kind of craft stuff. And that's where you get to play. That's the fun. You get to work like collaboratively with people, the director and the other actors, and make something fresh every time. And,
it's also the beauty of being in the 4th season,
yeah.
And you know possibly going into a 5th, that you actually get to go on these journeys with the characters. It's really, really rare for actors to go on those journeys, because sometimes a lot of series, you know, they're 1, 2 seasons or 3 and then it's cancelled, and you never really get to fully experience that journey. But we're pretty lucky, I would say.
We are.
I mean, even in terms of Vex, I mean, like, you know, not in it quite as much to begin with, but it couldn't be. You couldn't have a character like that in every episode. You have to earn it until you get to a point where the character is earned. Otherwise, Vex would have been too much and I would have been killed off straight away, because he would just annoyed the shit out of everyone. But if you give him a journey and then you give reasons as to why and you build it, it's a great place to be now, I find him for, because now I'm at a place where it's really, really interesting for the character, and he's challenged in amazing ways, and I'm learning so much about him.
Like how to wear a codpiece. That's a hard choice. Like, can one of you guys wear a codpiece? Let's see you sport it. It's tough.
Great question, though. Great question.
No spoilers, no spoilers.
Over here, Sheila.
Hey guys.
Hello, Mary.
Hey,
I
Mary.
don't really have a question, but the girls have brought you something, and Casey said he was hungry. Would it be okay if we give it to you now?
So I only said I was hungry because he grumbled in the background of my answer, but I didn't hear the rest of that.
No, I brought, me and the girls brought something, and it's basically a little munchies.
Oh, food?
Yeah.
You can hand them to security over here.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Security might eat that. All right.
In the meantime, let's throw another t-shirt.
Yeah, that's good.
I didn't go very far.
These are t-shirts for Captain Canuck, which is an anime that Paul and I are getting involved with.
Ooh, see how nice I am? I'm about to promote something I'm not in.
Oh, that was a good throw. Now, he used to play baseball, so let's see how far this goes.
Next question.
Yes, next question over here.
Obviously not a supporter of Captain Canuck. Thanks, Casey.
I don't think I'm in that.
We'll get you in it, it's okay.
Oh, okay. I'll toss it later.
What will you toss later? That's what I want to know.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
I set that one up.
Yeah.
That's right. It's not a panel unless you breach the subject of masturbation. And thank you, Paul Amos.
Come on, he set that one up.
All right.
Okay, this one's for Paul. I was gonna ask him.
Really?
Yes, really. Whenever you are in Vex, you have all kinds of crazy costumes and all the leathers and stuff. Which one is your favorite, and which one are you most uncomfortable in?
Which is my favorite? I love the cop outfit because I got to take the piss out of him a lot in it. And to see Kris's face on set when I was walking around when I first came in it was quite priceless. But actually, there's a costume that I wear in the first episode of season 4 that is extraordinary. It will never be topped, and don't show them. That is by far because our costume department, Anne Dixon, who originally did the costumes in season 1 and 2, and then Noreen, who's come on board, they are amazing. Like the stuff that they get to do, and sitting in a room trying to figure out what next to put Vex in is just so much fun. And there's something that they just bring stuff to you, and you're like, where the hell did you get that? And how did you imagine that? And yeah, the first episode of season 4. Be prepared.
Shout out to Anita, who's our seamstress.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Yeah, she's amazing. She makes everything fit.
Yeah.
That's great.
All Dyson's vests she makes by hand. Yeah. They're all custom made by her. It's fantastic.
Yeah, she works incredible with leather.
Yeah.
That wasn't dirty.
It wasn't dirty. She does my leather jackets. She alters them.
Or maybe we just thought it was dirty.
Okay, where is she?
People are thinking us like we're weird. It's okay, we're used to it.
Come on, dude.
What? Oh.
He's like, because you're interrupting him.
I wasn't sure if you guys.
What?
Kris Holden-Reid.
My question
Okay,
is,
first of all, who are you right now? What's your costume?
We never get invited back to DragonCon. You know that, don't you?
Venture Brothers.
Sorry.
Say again?
Dr. Orpheus from the Venture Brothers.
All right.
So my question is for Casey.
Yes.
Hale seemed to be missing in some of the key storylines, some of the specific episodes from last season. Was that just specifically, was he supposed to be like in the background doing ashy stuff, or was there any kind of issue of availability with you as an actor?
I love how you phrase that ashy stuff. That's awesome. To be honest, it was a scheduling issue. I was doing another show at the same time, and which was like a totally on the opposite side of Lost Girl. And that's what it came down to, It just came down to scheduling. It was really tough. And, we worked on that this year. So there will be more Hale.
Yeah. Okay, over here.
I know we touched on this kind of yesterday with the light and dark question, but I was wondering if you guys could pick any Fae other than your current character, what would you pick and why?
To be, you mean? What would they like to be?
Yeah, to be.
Or not to be.
I would like to be
That's the question.
a type of Fae that could change his molecular chemistry into solid organic steel and touch steel and manipulate it at atomic level. So if
Isn't
I
that like-
grabbed a railway trail, I
Terminator?
could like suck all of the metal into my body and become humongous and like drip metal out of my hands that I've sucked into my body and make it atomically sharp samurai swords that function like lightsabers. And when I got into a fight, man, I'd just be like a whirlwind of atomically sharp death. And I would be immortal because I would be completely made out of steel. And there would be a sequel where I would fall off of a boat and sink to the bottom of the ocean. And 1,000 or 10,000 years later, I would get on Earth, and they would put me up in this town because I was like this frozen statue, but I was still immortal, and a lightning bolt would hit me, and I would come back awake. Paul Amos will be casting the part. I don't know why he's walking away from this. This is like the role of a lifetime. Get back here. I need a real lambda actor. God damn it. Anyway, that's my dream. Laugh if you will.
Always chasing us. Yeah, he's there. We hope.
Offering him a dream, part of a lifetime, but no.
I would like to be Dyson. That's that.
Who?
Take your shirt off.
Oh shit. Can I retract that? I'm gonna be someone else. Let me see.
Do it.
He's got to do it one at a time. Just show us the belly for crying out loud. Just stand up. Give us a little bit. I showed my belly. Oh, it's coming.
You put him on the spot. Now he's uncomfortable.
Lame.
Tease.
Wow, all at the same time. That's incredible. Tease. I'm sorry.
What about you, Paul? What kind of fae would you like to be? If you could,
Follow his answer. Anything I say will pale in comparison.
but you could say anything that couldn't be destroyed by a
I don't watch the show really, I don't have cable. I can't afford it. I've only done 9 episodes.
He's the best fan ever, so like, why would we want to be anything else?
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, how could you not want it? Everyone wants to be the Mesmer.
No, that is a good character. It's a really good character.
Next question.
Hey guys, thanks for the hug earlier when I took a photo with you. That made my day.
You're
You're very well.
Thanks for waking us up with a big hug.
My question is, you guys have really good scenes with Kenzie, and they're actually all my favorite scenes. What is your favorite Kenzie scene with your character?
Oh, wow. We all have great ones with her.
Yeah.
Ksenia Soul is an incredible actress to work with.
And a human being.
Yes. We love her.
Yeah. She's the easiest person I would say to work with, and
Well, besides each other.
besides each other. Sometimes.
It's actually.
I am an asshole
You
sometimes.
find it easy to work with her?
I do.
Dude, she's always like, this is Ksenia when I work with Ksenia, okay? Stand up. So we're doing a scene, and we're in the middle of a scene, right?
I'm not doing that.
No. We're in the middle of a scene, and it should be like this. She's trying to find her light. It's like working with Ksenia for me.
Very technically proficient actress.
Yeah,
She is.
it's incredible.
Yeah.
But
That's why she looks amazing all the time.
what would be, I don't know.
The makeup scene I had with her was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a really beautiful, sweet scene, and that scene I think was responsible for opening up a completely different avenue for Vex. And working with her for the first time properly, really, whether those two characters got to know each other was a real joy. Despite the fact that it pissed down with rain all the way through that, and I had to ADR the whole scene.
ADR is additional dialogue recording. It's when
Yeah.
the sound gets screwed up, so you have to replace your voice.
And it's a real pity because that scene is the most beautiful, sweet scene. It was actually quite long in terms, it was like 3 pages. And this thunderstorm came down, and You know, as an actor, when you're there and you're filming in the studio and then the storm comes down, you're like, can we wait? And then you're behind and they go, we gotta go. And then you gotta go into an ADR booth and then try and recreate that in a booth on your own is really, really difficult. But I think I did it because I'm a Lambda trained actor.
That's a tough question. That's a tough question.
I've been blessed to have a couple really good ones. I mean, there was the foot soup episode where, you know, she was dying, and I think that was the sort of seminal scenes for the Kenzie Dyson relationship. And then we also had some fun stuff in season 3, I believe, where she turned into the kitsune.
Oh, yeah.
And that was really fun to watch her play like her own self twice over. It was brilliant. And in season 4, we have some really kick-ass stuff that you're gonna love. And I can't tell you any more about it besides that it's awesome and the best yet.
The first episode of season 4 is
amazing.
off the fucking charts.
It's so good we can't tell you anything about it.
Except that it exists. Right?
Exactly.
Everything you know about Lost Girl, turn it on its head in that first episode.
Oh, now talk about a teaser. That's okay. Over here. Hi.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought you meant I was looking down. Go ahead. I don't need to answer this. No.
Oh, did you?
No, it's okay. Go ahead. No, we move on. Let's move on.
What did you?
I didn't mean to
I
interrupt.
actually really don't know. I really don't know. I would say I like the first episode that we did because that was kind of that was the introduction to Hale and Kenzie. That was at the pool table where we were kind of making fun of each other about being the sidekick, or I was more, as Paul would say, taking the piss out of her about being the sidekick. That, and I enjoyed, I think, the scene where the girl threw up on me. What's her name? That was a great episode all around. Just, I mean,
Because every dude likes that.
what's that?
To be barfed on.
Yeah, it was fun because I gave her a job to do type of thing, or I was given a job to do and she screwed it up, and she has these great expressions and she's awesome. All right, next question.
Hi, my question is actually for Paul, because everyone else seems to kind of have like a love interest going on. So if your character could have one, who would you like it to be? Like, serious love interest.
Don't do it.
Clearly Dyson.
Don't.
You know you all want to see that.
It's just because he knows Dyson has practiced licking his own balls as a wall. So there's reciprocal factor there.
Yeah, there's some quality licking there.
He's into canines.
I know, maybe we'll find out
No, but
somewhere down the
seriously,
line.
would it
Maybe
be-
Bex will get a love interest.
Would it be someone who's part of it right now, or would it be like a totally new character as a love interest?
The love interest?
Yeah, who's your
I'm
dream
not allowed
love
to say
interest?
anything, am I?
Who's your dream love interest?
Come on, man. Give us something.
I just did, I said that.
Apparently that's his answer.
And I'm not allowed to say anything else on that love interest subject.
Over here we have what looks like Dr. Lewis.
Hello. Hi guys.
Hey Zoe, how are you? Oh, you made it.
I
Oh,
did.
great.
It was a lie, I just took the last one out. My question is, there's a lot of aspects of the show that I really loved when watching it that are Canadian. For instance, the use of French culture, especially when Bo is all mad and she's that whole scene with the I'm gonna count to 100 in French. It would be so much different if it was written American. That would probably be Spanish. What aspects of the it probably would. What aspects of the show that make it what it are do you really like out of like it being a Canadian show?
I think, I touched on it earlier, and it's that we're kind of an independent production. I mean, Jay Firestone is our exec, and we answer to Showcase, and we're aired by Sci-Fi, but they don't have any, they have script, they have absolute input, but, in a lot of the big network shows, you can't change the lines. The script has gone through 12 different checks, 12 different executives in New York, and when you're trying to film in Toronto, they're like, no, you can't change an and for a but or anything like that. But on Law School, because we are independent and small, we can actually talk to the writer or the executive producer or and just say, hey, why don't we try this? And that freedom of creativity and collaboration is, I think, the greatest gift that I have, or that I feel on most.
Yeah, they're usually available, aren't they?
Totally.
Because they're so close, they can actually come down to set. So, and usually they'll see what's happening and they can, give a plus or you give a yay or nay to the changes. But on other productions, you're phoning New York, they don't see it, or you're phoning LA, and it's so hard to get that yay. Usually they just go, no, as it's written, and you do it, whether it works or not.
Casey has something to say.
No, sorry, it's just static. Right. Hey, you know what I just noticed?
I don't.
We're on screen.
We are?
Dude, someone's got to take a picture of that.
For some reason, he had to squeeze my boob for that. Like great on camera moment.
What did KC do last night? I thought he went to bed.
I got rest.
All right, so where are we
question.
at?
We're over here, another question.
Hi, this is for Kris. I'm actually competing for Team USA for Battle of the Nations Overseas, and I know that you're a past Pan-American, Pan-Pacific champion, and I'm just wondering if you, and obviously still in fabulous shape, I just wanted to know if you, if you incorporate any of your past training into your current workouts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude has the best shoulders ever. Seriously. He's got the, he's got
All
the
right,
best
thanks. I said you have a 24-pack of abs.
Dude, you got the best shoulders ever.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything that I learn, it's just always an ongoing sort of process. It's like the swimming and the pentathlon sports that's how I got into acting. And then, it was like Tai Chi, different sort of martial arts. And for Dyson, it became a lot about energy work, because he's a supernatural character. How do you create this energy that is more than human, more than just me sitting around Sunday morning going, hey, how's it going, guys? And all those things sort of played into it. And I think for everyone who's, in all of our endeavors, it's always an ongoing sort of learning process. So I look forward to what I'm going to learn next. But that was a really tired Sunday morning answer. And thank you for that great question. I hope I answered it.
Over here.
My question is for all three of y'all. What is your favorite part of being your character, and if you could be someone else, who would you have picked to do?
What's the favorite part of us being ourselves, and who else would we have picked if we could have choose? Gotcha. Am I just going to talk into the microphone? Hello, everybody. Good morning. Okay, we need some energy. Let's go, everybody. Come on. It's Sunday. Who's awake? Okay, thank God you guys are. Woo! All right. I was just going into like sermon tone there. Hello, everybody. Good morning.